evening, everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to this evening's Footwork session. As we usually do, let's start with raising our kundalinis, putting ourselves in a bandhan, putting a bandhan around the water, and getting our feet in the water, and settling our attention with a nice few deep breaths in and out. We settle our attention at the top of the head. Nice couple of inches above. And just to help that, you can use your right hand to just raise the kundalini, move it from the base of our spine in the front all the way up to the Sahasrara. And just do that a couple of times. Father, please awaken within me. Please cleanse and balance my solar system. Keep our hands on our lap. Attention on the Sahasrara. Just watch our hands for a couple of minutes. Just to open up our vishuddhis a little bit more. Let's just do another and be a little bit receptive, a bit more receptive to the vibrations on our hands. Let's just do a little exercise where with both our hands, just like we raise our kundalini, do that in the front. So left hand stable, moving up, right hand moving around all the way up to the Sahasrara. Now instead of putting a knot, we just keep moving our hand all the way up as far above as we can, and then just have both our hands facing each other. up in the ether. We're basically sitting with our hands raised, reaching out into the ether. Attention in that space between the hands. You can do that a couple more times.
शाहे मर्दा शेर यज़दा कुव्वते
Let's bring our hands down, settle our attention above the Sahasrara. Put our right hand towards Mother Earth. Mother, please purify my emotions and desires. Please awaken the principle of the Mooladhara within me and establish innocence and wisdom. Mother, I am innocent. Watching the vibrations on your left hand, just feeling all that negative energy flow into the Mother Earth.
ला सैफ इला जुल्फ़े का
Let's bring our right hand on our lap, left hand towards the ether. Keeping our attention on the right hand from top of the Sahasrara. Mother, please purify my actions. Help us to awaken your powers within myself. Acknowledging that the divine is the doer and the enjoyer. Mother, you do everything. Please purify my actions. Make me worthy of your appreciation.
kunto mola
Let's bring both our hands on our lap. Attention on the center channel. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please dissolve everything in me that goes against my spirit, so my ascent is established, so my attention can raise higher and higher to be absolutely one with my spirit, dissolved in the ocean of the all-pervading divine. Mother, I am the Spirit. Bringing our attention to the Agya, say, Mother, please help me go beyond thoughts and doubts. Just let your attention to dissolve with the music. And the waves, the ocean of love and joy, in the space between the thoughts. Mother, I surrender to you. Please help me go beyond thoughts and doubts. From the Agya, let's bring our attention to the left Vishuddhi. Let's clear that a little bit so that the connection between the heart and the Sahasrara is opened up. is unblocked. Father, please remove the destructive action of guilt within me. Give me the strength to face and improve myself and establish my faith in my spirit. Father, as I am the spirit, how can I be guilty? Bring our attention to the heart. Let's keep our right hand on our left heart. Mother, please open my heart. I surrender to you. Mother, please open my heart so the love and joy of my spirit is reflected within me. So your ocean of love and compassion can flow through my spirit, through my heart. Please open my heart. Let me see you in my heart. Let's move our right hand on the Sahasrara, pressing down lightly with the center of your palm, rotating in a clockwise direction a few times and then raising your hand up to let your attention sit in between your hand and the head. Mother, please bless me with complete integration within my being, my heart, my mind, and my attention to establish complete satisfaction within myself. Mother, I surrender to you.
मौला मेरे मौला 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 मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला मेरे
Let's wash our feet and take our feet out of the water, still keeping our attention on the Sahasrara.
मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला 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 मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला मेरे मौला 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 मेरे 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 मौला 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 मेरे 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 मौला 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 मेरे 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 तोम तना ना 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 तोम तना.
It's an absolutely beautiful song, Qawwali, which basically, in short, says, enter into the heart, melt therein, you and me, sing there a sweet melody. Only when I search for you do I really understand who you are. When I left everything I had, that's when I came to know God. Even if people try to hide your name, those who are real seekers will always recognize you. Let's let that recognition happen on our Sahasrara and just enjoy the music for a couple more minutes, being in meditation.
तारा दिले धड़काने हर कल्ब अली जिस्म अली जान अली है एक बेसरे सामान का सामान अली है ईमान का मतलाश ये ईमान से कह दूं ईमान तो ये है मेरा ईमान अली है मौला मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला.
Staying in meditation, let's listen to this is an old public program talk by Srimataji from 1989. I know a lot of the time we put short excerpts here and there as we have started the journey through the 21-day series and ashram series and doing the meditation. So we'll just listen to the talk over the next few sessions.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, we have to understand that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it. We cannot organize it, and we cannot use it for our own purposes. Moreover, with the blinkers on both the sides like a horse, with all our conditionings, we cannot find the truth. We have to be free people. We have to be open-minded people, like scientists, to see for ourselves what is the truth. If somebody preaches something, professes something, says something, is not to be accepted blindfolded. As I told you yesterday, that the essence of all the religions is to find the eternal and to treat the transitory in its own understanding and in its own limitations. That's why we have lost our balance. If we are really the people who want to know the truth, we have to know that at human awareness we cannot know it. It becomes a concept. You have to have the spiritual awareness, but spiritual awareness is a state of your being, where you become the spirit. Again the word I'll say become is not artificially certifying somebody that now you have become a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim, you become anything. Because you may be a Muslim, Christian, Hindu, anything, you can commit any sin. You can do anything that is wrong. Nothing from inside is going to stop you. So all these things have become so much outward that now there are people who have started saying there is no God, there is nothing like religion, which is not true. First of all, when we say there is nothing or there is not God, we should find out. Have we been able to find out about it, or just in our ego we are saying there is no God? Have we been able to work it out to see if there is God or not? You do not judge God by the people who talk about God. Anybody can talk about God because they think there's no law that can catch them. They can talk against Him, they can talk for Him, they can do the way they like. They can even make money by talking against God and against all the prophets. That's a very good way of making money, blackmailing. But does that mean that whatever is written is a Bible? Or whatever is black and white is to be taken that seriously? So first of all, we have to be little independent, to be free, to know that if you have to know the Spirit, as they said, know thyself, then you have to know it on your central nervous system. As I can feel this is cold or hot, you have to feel the divine power which is all-pervading, which is the truth, which manifests the truth because it is the love of God. You have to first feel it on your central nervous system, which is the Bodha. Now one may say that in the West we have advanced so much, all right, we have gone too far with everything. But if you see, when we started with science, what have we produced? Hydrogen bomb, atom bomb, all kinds of devils sitting on our heads. You take to any enterprise that we take, we go to extremes. There is no balance. Any mental projection is linear. It moves in one line and then recoils back, and then you are shocked. Now you have got acid rain, you produced machinery, all right. Machinery is for you, not you are not for machinery. And thus there is no balance between you and the machinery, no balance between you and the science. It's just like going amok with anything that you get into your hand. And this balance you can only have when you become the spirit. You see beautiful chandeliers here, beautifully made, but unless and until there is light, what is the meaning of these chandeliers? Nothing. In the same way, if you do not have the light of the Spirit shining in your attention, you will not know your meaning. Like this instrument. Unless and until it is connected to the mains, it is useless. Unless and until we are connected to the mains, we do not know the absolute. And that's why all these problems are there. Now, when I am talking about this instrument which lies within us, one has to again know that this is the knowledge of the roots. And to know the knowledge of the roots, you have to become a subtler personality. With a gross mind, you cannot see it. To become the subtler personality, minimum of minimum, you have to know that so far you have not known the roots. If you had known, there would be no problem. But there's something has gone wrong somewhere. In every human enterprise, even in religions, that's why today we find this kind of a farce going on. And what is gone wrong is that we have to seek the eternal. Maybe it might look little different. For example, Buddha and Mahavira did not talk about God at all. I also did not talk about God for 4 years, at least 3 years. As soon as you talk of God, again people start jumping. When can we become God? This is the first question. So first you become the self, the first step. That's why they did not talk. They said first you become yourself. Unless and until you have your eyes, how can you see the colors? So it is for your benevolence that you better get what you deserve. What is your own? It's your birthright as a human being to become the spirit. That is what Sahaja Yoga is. Saha means with and Jai is born. Born with you is the right. To get this yoga is the union with the divine. Is your birthright. As a human being, you are, as I told you, at the epitome of evolution. And it has to work out. But please open your hearts and open your minds. Just open it and see for yourself. It will work. I know yesterday it has worked, it is going to work out today also. But by thinking about it, you cannot conceptualize. This is the biggest problem of our seeking, that we run after some sort of a concept. Now here you have seen this instrument is the most beautiful instrument that is created within us during the process of our evolution. The first one is the most beautiful one because it stands for our innocence. This innocence is the one which gives us real support, real strength. And you'll be surprised, it is never destroyed. It may be overshadowed, there may be clouds, maybe it may look to be a very dark sky, maybe a hopeless case. Some people might say that we have destroyed our innocence. It cannot be destroyed. Whatever you might have done, this is one center which cannot be destroyed. You may have problems with it, but it cannot be destroyed. It is such a wonderful center you have got, which has got 4 petals, which looks after the pelvic plexus, looks after all the excretion within us. In our own freedom, so-called, we do all kinds of things which may not be benevolent for ourselves. Doesn't matter. Kundalini cannot be destroyed. The source which is going to give you the self-realization, I say she is your individual mother. And this mother is such a loving mother. And she knows each and everything about you from your past lives. She knows you very well. She's just waiting for a chance that she can be awakened and she can give you your second birth. When you were born, your mother suffered for you. You did not suffer. So to say that Kundalini awakening gives this kind of a nonsense and that kind of a nonsense is all falsehood. Absolutely falsehood. And it is so absurd that how can a mother give you problems? I mean, I don't know about, some mothers are funny also. That's all human problems. But this is a divine mother. She's not going to give you trouble. But these problems that have come are coming from people who have no authority, who have no education, who do not know what Kundalini is. Some say it is in the stomach, some say in the head, some say in the legs. Those who have no character of their own, because they have to be pure people themselves, try all kinds of nonsensical tricks and create problems on the sympathetic nervous system, and they call it as something that it is the problem of the Kundalini. Kundalini will never give you any problems. On the contrary, when she rises and when you get your awakening, the first thing that is established is thoughtless awareness. For a thought rises, falls, another thought rises, falls, and the Kundalini makes the thoughts smaller and in between at the present. It makes you stop in the present and you grow in the present, and the thoughts, if you want to think, you can think. If you don't want to think, it's not like a madhouse going on all the time, you don't know how to stop it. This works out with the Kundalini's awakening when she crosses this center of ours, which we call as Agya Chakra. Now, we should not have, again I say, blinkers about Christ. Let us
Let's keep our attention at the Sahasrara. Father, I surrender. I am the Spirit. I am innocent.
Mother, hold me and tell me the story of how it went down. Mother, please love me the way that I am and how I become. Remember all the good things, remember when I was a child. Remember all the love you felt when I came running to your arms. Mother, please show me the way how to trust and how I can turn back to you. Mother, you love me, you know all my secrets and you know me. Remember all the good things, remember the first day I met you. Remember all the love, all the tenderness when I came true. Mother, you know I love you. Mother, you know it is true. You know I love you. You know I love you. Remember all the good things, remember when I was a child. Remember all the love you felt when I came running to your arms. Mother, hold me and tell me the story of how it went down. Mother, please love me the way that I am, the way I become, the way that I am. Mother, you know I love you. Mother,
Let's put our hands together and humbly thank Shri Mataji for the opportunity for today's collective meditation, for this experience of the joy of being part and parcel of the collective consciousness, of feeling the love of this divine family of Sahaj. And thank you, everyone, for your vibrational presence. Let's raise our kundalinis, put ourselves in a bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.